Before we go deeper, let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who made you feel loved until money entered the picture? If you've seen behaviors like this, drop a comment below. Your experience might help another man avoid the same trap. A woman who can do anything for money rarely announces it. She doesn't walk around saying it out loud. Instead, psychology says she reveals herself through patterns, subtle behaviors, emotional inconsistencies, and financial cues that show exactly what motivates her. And if you know what to look for, you'll notice the signs long before she drains your wallet or manipulates your emotions. One of the clearest signs is instrumental dating behavior, something documented in multiple relationship studies. This happens when someone treats relationships as transactions, measuring affection not by emotional compatibility, but by material gain. Pay attention. Every meaningful conversation between you two somehow circles back to what she wants, what she needs, or what she expects you to provide. It's not love, it's negotiation disguised as intimacy. Another psychological indicator is contingent affection. Research from behavioral psychology shows that people who are driven by incentives use praise, warmth, and attention only when they're about to benefit. Notice how her affection spikes when you're spending money, taking her out, sending gifts, or helping with expenses. But the moment you stop providing financial benefits, her energy drops, communication slows, and the emotional distance appears instantly. Genuine women become closer through vulnerability. Transactional women become colder when the incentives dry up. A third sign is hypergamy without emotional bonding. Evolutionary psychology explains that people naturally look for partners who can provide stability. Nothing wrong with that. But a woman who can do anything for money takes this instinct to the extreme. Her interest isn't in your character, your values, your purpose, or your vision. It's in your lifestyle. She studies your income more than your intentions. She evaluates your possessions more than your morals. She is romantically connected to your resources, not to you. Watch for financial boundary testing, something noted in studies on manipulative behavior. She may start by asking for small favors. Can you cover this? Can you help me just this once? I'll pay you back later. At first, it seems harmless, but each favor becomes a step toward bigger demands. Psychologically, this is known as escalation of commitment. Once you cave in the first time, she learns exactly how far she can push you. Another sign is emotional guilt tripping around money, a common tactic among individuals with high external motivation. She uses emotional leverage to manipulate you. If you really cared, you'd help. Other men do this for their women. You're supposed to support me. She turns financial requests into emotional obligations. In healthy relationships, love is expressed through care, not pressure. But for her, money becomes a measuring stick for love. Pay attention to her relationship history, because psychosocial patterns repeat. If every past relationship she mentions ends with the man being cheap, not providing enough, or not giving her the life she deserved, that's a psychological projection. She's not looking for love. She's looking for sponsorship. Women with a transactional mindset often frame every breakup around financial failure because that's the only metric they care about. Then there's material-based self-worth, a trait observed in people with extrinsic value systems. Her identity revolves around luxury, status, and appearance. Her happiness is tied to expensive things rather than meaningful moments. She talks more about what she wants to buy than who she wants to become. A woman who can do anything for money often measures her worth through lifestyle display, what psychology calls conspicuous consumption. Another sign is avoidance of emotional vulnerability. Emotional intimacy requires trust, honesty, and openness. But when someone's primary motive is financial benefit, emotional closeness becomes a threat. She avoids deep conversations, never shares her insecurities, and keeps you out of her real life. As long as the connection stays shallow, she stays in control. As long as she doesn't bond emotionally, leaving you is easy when a better financial option appears. One of the strongest psychological clues is conditional loyalty. A woman who can do anything for money is only loyal as long as the benefits remain. The moment someone offers more status, more comfort, more money, her attachment shifts instantly. Research on opportunistic mating patterns shows that these individuals have low partner investment and high resource-driven adaptability. In simple terms, they stay where the resources flow. Finally, the biggest sign of all, your intuition feels off. Psychology calls this cognitive dissonance. When your emotions and logic conflict, you feel something is wrong. You feel used. You feel like the connection is uneven, yet she gives you just enough sweetness to keep you confused. Your gut isn't lying. It knows when affection isn't real, when energy isn't reciprocated, and when love is being replaced with calculated attachment. A woman who can do anything for money doesn't love you. She loves the lifestyle you give her. She doesn't value your heart. She values your resources. And the sooner you notice these signs, the sooner you protect yourself from emotional manipulation, financial loss, and psychological burnout. Because real love doesn't drain you. It doesn't demand payment. And it doesn't disappear when the benefits stop. If her loyalty depends on your wallet, she was never yours to begin with.